Okay, this is response to DJ Bo's video take 6. Action. Hi everyone, DJ TRAX for 22 Entertainment DJ Services. I wanted to send a response out to DJ Bo's video from earlier today about eating at wedding receptions. And I know there's a ton of opinions out there. And I only got 10 minutes to explain it all. And the reason why it's taken me 6 tries is because I've got overboard every single time. I've been doing this now for about an hour, pretty much, trying to do this damn video response, and yet I ramble. Anyway, let's get down to the nitty gritty here. I want to apologize up front. I sound really congested. I have a bit of a sinus issue. I think I got a cold. I don't know what I got. I'm fighting something, and it's making me sound a little stuffy, and there's a little rattle in my voice. So here goes. Here's the deal. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody's got an opinion on this eating at receptions, and I accept that. What I don't accept is when people have the nerve to suggest that you are not a professional because you want to eat at a wedding. At the end of the day, it's personal choice. You know, we've got people around here saying, oh, you shouldn't eat at weddings. It's a general rule. Well, what if you're diabetic? And people are going to say, well, that's different. Well, it's not different. It's not like a diabetic goes around with a freaking sign in his forehead saying, I'm diabetic, so I got to eat every 30 seconds. Or hypoglycemic or whatever. Sometimes some of those people got to eat on a regular interval or else they're going to collapse. And if throwing a stuffed chicken breast down the DJ's throat keeps him from collapsing when he's doing your first dance, and so be it. Isn't that a good thing? You know? I mean, come off it. Then there's also the respect issue. I'm sorry, a DJ is not a cable guy. I'm sorry. A cable guy comes to your house, hooks up cable, he has a certain set of tasks to do, that's it. A DJ has so much more to do in relation to what might be considered artistic merit. Caterers, they're taken care of by the company. That's not even something to concern yourself with. But this stuff, I would compare to the videographer and the photographers. We spend about the same amount of time on average, you know, with the bride and groom. Just they start a little bit before us, but we finish long after they're gone. Most of the time the videographers are there from the start of the reception, photos either before or after, the dinner, and then the first dances. They're gone. Sometimes, of course, the bride and groom will pay to have the photographer come all day. It depends on the package. But those are very expensive packages in terms of the increased cost of those packages. Now, at 10 o'clock at night, a lot of times, this is when they're paid to be till about 10 o'clock at night. This is when the first dances are all over in my area of the world. The DJ's there till 2. I rarely ever get done at 2 a.m. I'm at before 2 a.m. Most of my weddings end at 2, 2:30, even 3 o'clock. Sometimes even later than that. I've done a wedding recently that went until 4:30 in the morning. I started at 7 o'clock at night. I went to 4:30 in the morning DJing at a wedding. That is normal for me. 3 o'clock weddings, very normal. We like to party up here. And as such, you know, I gotta be honest with you. Most of the photographers and videographers here, they demand their contract up front. Not ask, demand. They want a plate for them and their assistants. So you're looking at 4 extra plates being taken care of. You know, even though I don't ask the bride or groom for a plate of food, and I have no plans on to, unless of course it's like a significant amount driving out of town, I don't see what the big deal is. I think, you know, no one is on YouTube saying, well, photographers shouldn't get fed. No one is saying on YouTube that videographers get fed. So why is it that some guys out there have got their panties tied up in a knot up their asshole because the guy wants to get fed? Come off it, guys. Jesus Christ. You know, there's more things to argue about than feeding, for freak's sakes. Look, excuse me. You know, the way I look at it, the only time someone has the right to accuse another DJ of not being professional is if he misrepresents himself to the client. That's the only time. This stuff about eating or using up lights or down lights or cross lights or lights at all or using subs and using this and using that, that's all trivial. You know, we can argue about that till the cows come home. But eating? Come off it. You know what? DJ Bo's right. He's dead on the money there. And again, I know it's all opinions, but let's move on to something bigger and better, huh? Anyway, that's it for now. I'm tired of doing this video, and this will be my final cut. So, on behalf of me, myself, and I, this is Shane, aka DJ TRAX for 2020 Entertainment. Practice and enjoy.